Morning, everyone. So today I have a real special opportunity. We're at Fort Lauderdale Boat Show 2024, and I'm in the Solace booth. And behind me, I have their brand new 28 HCS. This is probably the best hybrid bay boat I have ever seen on the market in recent year, past year, and honestly in future year. The design and the engineering behind this boat compared to just about any other I've seen on the market is absolutely insane. There's a lot to dive into with this boat. I will be taking an in-depth look at this boat, opening hatches, everything like that. So this is going to be a little bit longer video, but honestly, if you are in this market, if you are in the 28 to even 30 to even if you're looking at 26s and you might consider bouncing up to the next level of boat, this is one that you're going to want to pay attention to. So the Doherty difference from Stephen Doherty and his father Bob Doherty, starting Boston Whaler, starting Everglades, starting Edgewater boats, this is going to be an absolute knockout of an option for you. So stay tuned. We're going to walk through this boat in depth again. Just go front to back at every little hatch, every little difference, every little nook and cranny, as much as we possibly can. And before they unveil it this morning on the Thursday of the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. So stay tuned and let's pop in there. So we're going to start here at the bow. So first thing you'll notice before this beautiful ladder actually is this windlass, standard windlass on the 28. And you can see right up there, that is actually a pad for a trolling motor mount on this boat. Trolling motor is an option, but there is a custom mounting pad right up there, glassed in, so like that you can seamlessly install one. And you can see even when one would be installed, it has no risk of hitting the rubber rail or anything. And then obviously the star of the show so far has been this front boarding ladder with its own handles. So you'll see actually as I tilt the ladder, the handles tilt with it. So as you step on the ladder, the handles stay right there and stay stationary as you get up and onto the boat. This has been probably the most talked about feature so far at the show about this boat, just on first glance before they hop into the actual boat itself, and it's been fantastic. And we'll take a quick look down here. This is just an ice blue boat. It's not white actually, it has a little bit of a color to it. So the bottom is white, side is ice blue. Have a little pickup there for the front live well. Big beautiful hardtop. Obviously you can already see the windshield popping up and open. This is a dual step hull. Coming back here. Again, 28 foot, 9 foot 10 beam. We'll look at a couple of the specifics right here. We can freeze frame and pause right here. Length overall is almost 30, truthfully with the motors and everything like that. This is the beam I'm talking about, 9 foot 10 beam. Draft engines up, draft engines down. These are accurate measurements by the factory. So they say optional here on this live well. Second live well is an option if you do want it or not. And there's actually a good picture of the boat with the trolling motor on it up at the front with the ladder stowed away. Beautiful boat. And if you want to look at that, those specs a little more, just pause on the video right there and you can read through them. Hopefully you guys can see without much glare. Dual step boat. You can see how aggressive the step actually is. This is a pretty quick boat. Underneath. We'll go ahead and walk up in here. Actually, we're going to peek around the back really quick. This is a twin 300 boat. Max horsepower of 700. So if these were 350s, it would be just dandy. These are 300s. We have the Shadowcaster lighting option in here, which is why you see the lights underneath of the cowling. You can do Yamahas, you can do Mercs, whichever you like. See the high-speed pickups in the back. If you're not sure what high-speed pickups are, they feed a consistent flow to your live well pumps. So like that, while you are at speed, your live wells are consistently full. Power pole is always staying strong, 10-foot blades. It's the only option. That's the correct option and the only option. This is a joystick boat, so you'll see our lights here. I do have a rear boarding ladder as well. Right here, it's just tucked by the stairs right now, but I do have a rear boarding ladder. tucked away in its own spot. Right here, you also see the pad there. So I have a little bit of a sea deck pad to keep anything from clanging around. So top up in there. So as I walk into this boat, you're going to notice immediately that this platform actually angles out right here, almost towards me, a little bit of an angle instead of going straight back in the transom. Stepping on, immediately I'll just go right across. You can actually see this transom space is actually usable. So my foot right here, I don't have a giant foot, but you can see the actual usable space across the transom. Here's a rear anchor locker. Actually has a mount in there for different types of anchors, keeps them from banging around. Close it. You can see how big that step back there actually is. Actually get back here and use this space, fish off this space, whatever you want to do. If you're a diver out there, this is actually a great feature in the back here. If you have this space right here, you can walk in on that ladder, go straight in, just like that. Cup holder and rod holder, all gem lux, screwless. You can walk straight through the transom here, and a little bit of a step down, and we're in the boat. So the first thing we're going to look at again is this transom area over here. Once my camera actually pans around. There she goes. Look at that big giant rear seat. Large rear seat. See our charging ports underneath and everything. Come over, I'll show you from right to left. This is one of our live wells, right here in the corner. On a gas shock. Blue inside. Actually goes a lot towards the back there. Nice large live well. Double sealed. See that there? And the build quality. Underneath every hatch for Solace is completely finished. Each hatch lid, each piece of this boat has a mold. There are no corners skipped. All these gaskets are attached. All these hatches right here, heavy duty gem lux. All these, notice how a lot of other boat builders would just use this piece. There's actually a complete vacuum plate for each part of the gas shock. It's incredible the attention to detail. Friction hinges as well as a gas shock. Coming over, I want to show you guys something special about this seat. So with this rear seat, you can actually see how high the back is. And if you notice, if I lay my head back, this back is actually high enough to cover my ears. And the reason behind that is this is actually going to block out a lot of that engine noise. So I can actually have a discussion with you guys right here if you were sitting at the seat in front of me, and you can see how far away, the camera's just on the seat in front of me. You can see the actual amount of space between the person sitting in the rear mezzanine and the person sitting in the rear seat. I have what's probably 3 feet, maybe even a little over, of space between that person sitting there and the person sitting here. But having that high backrest gives me obviously the security of being in the boat. I have my oh shit handle right here. I have no issues sitting back here. It's probably the most comfortable seat in the house other than the actual Helm chair in this boat. Really comfortable. Big seat actually reaches my knees. I'm not dangling, it's not short, not cut off, anything like that. And truthfully, if I'm sitting to the left here, you can see how many people can actually sit in this rear seat. So absolutely fantastic option. Having the ability to, having the option where this blocks out the noise from any of the motors, whether, Yamahas and everything are quiet, don't get me wrong, but being able to, not have that noise bother you while you're in the boat is definitely great, especially at the end of the long day fishing. Usually you take that power nap on the way in, probably a good spot to do it. Another thing I'd like to show you guys is, see the hinges here? You can lift these seats up right here. And I have 2 cube angle coolers in here right now. These are actually removable. So let me take one out and show you what's behind there. So I'll take one out for you guys. And I'll show you. You now have all access underneath right there to all your pumps. Look at how big this access is. Our technician can actually fit in here completely, whole body, and get to anything he needs back there in that rigging. Look how neat this is. Look how neat our steering pumps are. Look how clearly labeled everything is. Absolutely beautiful in there. Everything's double clamped, as you can see. Every bit of that. And then of course you have the ability, or excuse me, the luxury of having another 2 coolers besides the 4 fish boxes I'll show you in a minute. Absolutely insane. The quality and the thought process of using every inch of space of the boat and designing it to the point where this is truthfully a boater's boat. So I've got that all closed up. But like I said, I do want to show you guys these fish boxes. The fish boxes do have slam latches. You can see here. Lifting up, looking down in there, all insulated. Large fish box, and you'll notice here on the ledge that gutter goes all the way straight to the drain, so this ledge never holds water. It goes straight to the oversized drain, quite frankly, in the back of the boat, where again slam latches, you just close and she's closed. Big oversized. Again, here's my hand, that's that drain. Boat will never hold water. We'll shift focus to our mezzanine seat here. You can see this material being the new silicone material, hydrophobic material here, even the threads. So this seat will never hold water. You'll never get mold up into the stitching. It'll never turn black, nothing like that. This actually has like a different feel to it other than a leather. All double stitches you can see. And with Solace, everything is done in-house. Factory, 200,000 square foot facility in Edgewater, Florida. Made by Stephen Doherty. Looks beautiful. Opening up here. Nice big cooler. And again, you can see all these gaskets are just supremely attached, and everything's finished. This isn't just the starboard underneath, nothing like that. Everything's finished, quality. How nice these latches are, how heavy duty they are. This is a kicker. If you're a fisherman, you'll enjoy this option right here. This backrest, you see the latch in the middle? Pull this, comes down. These seats actually meet each other, so there's no constant hanging of the hinges there, so no hinge will ever go bad. And look at the space. These are the deep tackle boxes here. Excuse me, deep tackle boxes here. How large that space is back there. How much tackle storage you have? That's 8 boxes. Deep boxes of a 3700 series planos back in there. Have bridges for all your hook keeps. Everything like that, so you can have pre-made ready rigs, set and ready to go. Or if you're retying, just put your rod in this rod holder right here, get your leader. I have everything I need right here on my tackle right here. This has a bit of non-skid and everything. So like that, actually you can put something down, doesn't immediately fall over. You have a piece of sea deck. If you desire, you can put your hooks into that too. And off you go. Really nice rigging station here. Going around under the gunnel. See our hose keep area. So other than just a supreme handle and everything, hose keep area with a nice nozzle. Mounted in fire extinguisher. And of course, you got to go out all the way with our speakers. Back to the console. Integrated knife and pliers keep, and you notice it's out of the way. So typically you see the ones that suction cup to the side and everything, but then it takes away your walking space. This one tucked away into the side there. Opening up here, just some space. You do have the option to put a grill in there, which is why they do have a picture of one. That's just some nice space underneath there. could put life jackets and whatnot in there too if you desire. Coming in, really nice quality armrests, strong on a hinge, no screws popping out or nothing like that over here. Just a nice area, strong, put your weight on it. Coming around, almost like a bench style seat, but also cabin style. So I have my bolsters, big wide bolsters. Truthfully, this is almost oversized. They're very wide. And again, here's my hand. See how wide these actually are. About 3.5 hand lengths across. Really nice, comfortable seat. And a large kick plate underneath right there. And here's the kicker with this kick plate. Pun completely intended. Open it up. Now I have all my switches, all my push button breakers, all my breakers there, my key switch, and my master power switches. All tucked away in one spot, not in an area where they're going to get completely soaked, completely wet. It's gasketed anyways, but not in an area that's going to be susceptible to any kind of constant water, nothing like that. And the floor pad, I know you guys can't feel it in the video, but this is actually a 2-inch thick floor pad. I'm actually sinking in. This is the most comfortable Helm station I think I've probably ever been in. Speaking of the Helm, coming forward to it, wrapped steering wheel, start stops underneath. Obviously with the new Yamahas, you do also have your start stop on your binnacle. But let's just get an overview of this. This is 2 Garmin 16s, 86 16s, flush mounted. Into the dash, custom dash, phone charger. There's a zip wake system on this boat for your trim tabs. You see all my switches are labeled, so pumps are all here. Bilge main, fish box, the whole 9. Obviously the fish boxes are macerated. Flush mounted fusion. It's an RA 670 model. And then over here, all my lights you can see, my horn. And there's a couple of your miscellaneous, so your windshield that goes in and out, washer, wiper, alarm, windlass. You do also, as you can see the boat is lit up, have the option here for shadowcaster lighting. So shadowcaster lighting, obviously making everything red, green, blue, white, pink, purple, orange, brown, whatever you want. You do have that option for the boat. Coming up on this particular boat, we have mic relocation over here. Overhead lights, Yamaha gauge up above you. Overhead speakers, M6 series, and the big windshield. This is another big option that people are talking about. Nice to be able to open and close that. Overbuilt on the Rams. So you can go at speed with this open on that hot day and be able to get some breeze into the Helm. Coming over to the port side, see a little bit of a copycat on the other side. So I have my hose key, fire extinguisher, subwoofer. Coming back this way, see I have another fish box on the floor. This is where I have my water fill, fresh water. Quick look at the top. You see this beautiful piping, this finish. Again, everything done in-house. Overhead speakers, Kingfish rod holders. And these are actually not outriggers. These actually hold you up in your shade. So there's a rear shade option for this boat. It is deployed on my 32. That is over there. I know we can't quite see it. Maybe I'll show you guys that real quick. But overhead rod holders. Actually easy to reach up there, not too high. Rear spreader. And we'll go forward into the head of this boat. So walking into the head, I have about 6 foot 2 feet of space in here. Not gonna need to show you guys about it, but toilet here, sink. That's actually the shade itself right there, just tucked away for the showing. Big window. It is tinted and also has a little shade to pull down for your privacy. Coming back over, Just some lights, some switches. There's a tank monitor right there for fresh water and all that, everything like that. But a big headspace in here. This, of course, getting to the behind your electronics and everything like that. I'll show you that here in a minute. You know I love showing the rigging. Just little storage spots and everything. Other storage up in the front here. Nice big headspace in here. So I'm 5'9", on average on my best day, even with good shoes. And this is how much space I still have left to the top. I'm standing on the floor. I'm not currently wearing shoes, but I have about a hand width to the top here. And I can spin freely. I can do everything I need to do. I can even take a complete step over. That's how much space I have inside here. I'll even sit down for you guys. And sit back up. I have no struggle being my size and fitting in here. We had a gentleman yesterday with a hat on who was 6'1", he claims, and he fit in here and stood right up. I have no problem doing it. So impressive space, easy to get in and out of, actually a taller door than most. So it's actually really easy to just get on the step and just walk right out of the boat. Really nice build quality and just attention that Solace has paid for them. And of course, you guys know I love showing rigging, so let's see if I can open this with my hand. There we go. Open up the doors. And here she goes. Really clean, easy to work with, everything labeled. Oops, excuse me, oh, my camera there. Everything labeled, so here's my shadow caster. Here's all my breakers completely labeled. Here's my charger labeled. Everything nice, completely labeled. Here's my batteries, all topped, all secured all the way. Everything nice, tucked, in a vented space. All my NEMA tees. Super nice, easy to get to. Layered wood door. Tucked away. Dual latch, not just single latch, so there's no rattling. Nothing rattles in this boat. I mean, pushing on it, nothing moves. So coming out of the head and moving forward, I'll close it. I also just want to pay attention to this too. Sealed door, cabin door. The quality of this latch, not shaking, nothing like that. Has a lock on it, the whole nine. Molded door both sides. So they mold the door on the front, gel coat it, everything, and then they actually flip it around and refinish the gel coat. Just a lot of attention to detail from the years and years of experience of the Doherty family. And then coming forward, of course, cup holder, rod holder, and a big front pad area. I have it deployed now, so I won't be able to go up forward. But you can see how large it is. And just for example, again, I'm my size, and here's how I'm fitting in the front of the boat. My back's completely against the backrest, and this is how much inside the boat I am. I'm going up towards that front ladder. You can see that front ladder, easy to get in, step in, and walk throughout. Back rest. And this is actually a front live well here. Nice additional front live well. Again, sealed. Really nice. So rear live well and front live well, so everybody that's fishing at the front can't complain about not getting a bait or having to walk all the way back there to get one. Very nicely done by Solace. Coming up towards the front here, slam latch again. Opening up, you'll notice here, even when this ladder's tucked away and this anchor's here, I actually have this pad that actually makes contact with the ladder and here, right about this area, that actually keeps anything from rattling around. So nothing rattles loose. Even if you get into those hairy seas, nothing's rattling loose, everything's kept tight. Gem lock system with a freshwater flush, and you have your switch up here so you can control it from the helm and up at the front. And also, not something everybody does, is it keeps your windlass tool right there on the side. And you have enough space here to put few hundred feet of line. Or an anchor ball if you're a tarpon guy. Put your anchor ball up here, tuck it to the side. Probably put an 8-10 inch anchor ball in there. Off you go. Really, really nice to have. Taking a look at the rest of the boat here. Again, the overbuild of this. So this is actually metal here. Looking at everything. Absolutely fantastic on how they genuinely overbuild. It's what you want in a boat. You want the boat to be durable. You want the gaskets to be this thick. Truthfully, I don't know what that noise is. It's coming from another boat, so excuse me. But it's the quality of the build. You see the quality of the finishes, quality of the non-skid, the connection. Nothing's separating, nothing's pulling away. And here's another key feature. Black caulk all the way around the boat. All the way around the boat. One final look before they're telling me that we're about to do the unveiling. And there we go. Beautiful Solace 28 HCS. Alright, so after the unveiling, I actually got the front seats out, and now we can walk all the way up here. I want to show you guys this big front hatch. And so you can actually see there's an indent in there for a bucket. So a bucket with a cast net, bucket with anything really. There's always buckets on boats. But nice big front storage right here. It actually goes off to the side a bit and everything, and does drain out in the back. That's why you see that little trail there. Any water just goes straight back towards the drain. Again, slam latches, so nothing's getting hurt. And I have the ability to open all the latches are at the back actually instead of the side. So like that, if that front table that was here is up here, you can still open the side hatches. And big finished storage spaces in here. Safety gear, ropes, fenders. For the wives, towels, bags, shoes, kids' toys. They are lit as well. You do have lights on. This is wide right here. You can see all of these storages open up, all gasketed, all with nice stainless latches. Really nice quality pieces, and you can see a piece of decking here to protect anything from slamming, take a little bit of the weight off, the gasket and everything. Really, really nice finishes by Solace. And again, everything just built to absolute perfection. On these latches on the underside, there's no little hitch, you don't see a line in any kind of mold process. Everything's completely finished underneath. The front speakers are cut out in the interior to help them fit. And there's no stone left unturned with Solace. The quality of the non-skid molded in, no seams, nothing's lifted up. Diamond non-skid. Again, another OSHA handle for the folks up here if they need it. Looking back at the rest of the boat. Storage is in the side. Tucked in, ropes, life jackets, throwable, whatever it is. Coming along this side. You see my window here. 28 HCS. Here's a couple more of the generic specs. So again, 9-10 beam, 17 draft dead rise at the transom, 18, 700. Here's the weight as it sits. Fuel cap 205, water 20 gallons. So here's a bit of pricing. So the base boat, no options, MSRP is $426. MSRP as this boat here today is shown with all the options I just showed you, $453. Discounted price of the MSRP as shown is here. Boat show price of this boat as shown is here. So this particular boat that we're standing on right now is there. Obviously builds will start to get cheaper, which I'll post all that information below so that we can get to that if folks do want to talk about it. But the build quality and everything that you get is second to none. This is very much a boat where you do get what you pay for. If you are truthfully a boater's boat and someone who expects excellence out of what they pay for, this is your brand. Bring this down off its gas shock. Look at this big back fishing pad. Giant amount of space. So that's the Solace 28 HCS. There are some in inventory and in stock right now. If this is a boat that you'd be interested in pricing, interested in trading in for, obviously reach out to me via my socials, messages here, anything like that, or to Ultimate Marine. We are here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show for 2024. These are boat show prices, and once this boat really gets going and the unveiling hits the market, it is going to be absolutely fantastic. So by all means, please reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Instagram, anything like that. This is, a detailed walkthrough that I like to go through. If you do have some more specific questions, feel free to comment, ask, anything like that. I'd be happy to take you through them while I'm here. Or if not, I will be having one in stock very, very soon, and I'll just hop on that boat and answer it there. Other than that, we appreciate you guys hopping aboard with me, and get out there, get on the water, stay safe doing it, and do it the ultimate way, and hope to see you guys back here soon. Thanks.